This is a Ruijie router. The model of this is RG-EG105G-V3. It's a very long model number, but as long as it works, right? This router has a bunch of functions that you can do with it. But one thing we want to highlight in this video is the NAT Traversal function. Network Address Translation Traversal. If you don't know what this NAT Traversal can do and what are the things it's trying to streamline, jump into this video and try to see that function in this router. Inside the box, guys, you get some manuals, power adapter, the main router. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ethernet ports. 4 of them could be a local area network port. 1 of them could be a internet or wide area network port. You can do load balancing here because it shows that you can transform the other port into a wide area network. This is a dedicated wide area network port, or what we call the internet port. So basically, that's what you get on this interface. Let's go ahead, power this one on and jump in. Okay, once I have powered this one, guys, I'm going to, you see that it's blinking. That means it's powered on. This yellow cable is my internet uplink. So I'm going to plug it to the 1.0. And this is my, basically goes to my NVR. So I'm going to plug it there. And then, of course, once we have this one done, plug it. Are they doing some lights? Okay, so they have light indicators. It means to say that they are operational. So next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm using iPhone, so I'm just going to go ahead and install this one. Open. Then basically I'll just go ahead and install Ruijie. Okay. Alright, so I agree, guys, and then I'm going to add a project. I'm just going to go ahead and scan. So I'm going to scan the QR code. Okay. The gateway, I'm just going to say NAT, N-A-T, Traversal. Okay, so return, then I'm going to add this one. Not now. Okay. So I'll just place this one as the office. Okay. So as you can see, the NAT Traversal router is only this one. Okay? And you can basically see which LAN is being used, which port is being used. So this is correct. I'm using the LAN port here, LAN port and the WAN port. That's correct. Client devices, clients, okay, wired. So we have wired. We have a wired client here. This is the NVR that I have. You can see this one. And then once I went into here, the NAT Traversal is basically available for me to configure. But you can also find the NAT Traversal configuration. If you go here on the advanced settings, then you can have global NAT Traversal. But if this is more of a specific kind of thing, you go to clients, then jump into this wired device. Click on the wired device. NVR, it's detecting it's online, baby. So you can see that we can configure NAT Traversal with this one. Okay, current associated device NAT Traversal. So let's go ahead, check this one. Port HTTP. Okay. Creation succeeded. Tap to open the device or copy, visit, open browser. Okay, so that's how easy it is, guys. And once I open that one, I don't know if I can see it here, but let's just wait. It says it's done. Secure. Basically, it's opening. Oh, so I have the web login already. Now, I just want to go back so that we can see on my computer. Alright, got it. So you can see here I have the NAT Traversal that was configured to this one. And I'll just go ahead and click on this. Alright, okay. There are a bunch of features you can do with this one. And then we can view topology. It's much better to see it here on a bigger screen so that we can see. And then let's go ahead and click on the router. You can see it here that we have the active LAN port. Okay, we have one client, all right? And you can see the home CCTV NVR here that it basically detected there. I was like, shocked that it basically detected the NAT traversal configuration for this client. When I go to clients, it basically detected my CCTV and my NVR. I'm going to click on this NVR, and then you can see already here NAT traversal. I haven't configured anything yet, but when you click on this one, it actually prepared it already that you can access this one via HTTP, okay, wherein it's a web service. So NAT traversal is very applicable on web services. You might have a simple system running into your NAT, behind the NAT. You can use NAT traversal. One example is this, the HUA, because it's a web service that you can access via HTTP. So it detected right away the IP address and then the port. So you just go ahead and press OK. The tunnel has been created successfully. You can click the button to open. So let's go ahead and try to open this one. The app, I can go ahead and, manage this one. Imagine if you're a network administrator, right? And you have a bunch of things going on. Basically, if you have applied this NAT traversal thing, you would have everything managed into your dashboard, right? Now, this is only one example. You can see the IP address here. I never got this IP address. This is not my public IP address, but this IP address is being generated within the Ruijie cloud, right? And it's going to give you that port number out there. So if you want to access this one remotely, it's within the Ruijie dashboard, or you can probably save this one and open it to another web. Or if you're talking to somebody else, you can go ahead and kind of copy this one and send it to somebody else. So I'll just go ahead and try to admin and try to log in. I don't know my password here, but okay, I hope I have my password right. I forgot my password. Let's try to log in. Did we? Okay, so I'm inside the NVR, right? Let me see. Can we see some of the cameras here? Okay. Oh! I have access to my cameras, baby. Oh, somebody's working on my parking space. How about the third one? Oh, this is my car. See you guys. This is very interesting. A bunch of functions, but it's not part of the video. Feel free to go ahead and try to check on Ruijie if you want to check. It is an affordable device that can have a lot of features that you can use with. Let me know what you think about Ruijie, and I hope I can answer your queries. See you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.